Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live stream. My name is Bree, and I have I have a guest.
Hi, I'm Hudson, and yeah, we're gonna work on camp stuff today.
So, if anyone is watching or watching this later, all of the information for both me and Hudson should be down below. My next live stream is linked down there, and I think, nothing's confirmed yet, but I think me and Hudson are having another live stream next Wednesday night, Eastern Standard Time. We have to figure it out because we're in different time zones. So it'll be up on
the hard part.
Yep. So, as far as today's writing session goes, I am working on my contemporary young adult novel. I've been working on that for the last 10 days, and I'm almost done, which is wild. My goal was 30,000 additional words. So my total was 60,000 words, and I'm at 48,336. So we're almost done. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be sprinting today and working on. So what are we working on, Hudson?
I am going to try to build my religion for my fantasy world and not want to drop the project entirely.
Yeah. I could, again, just world building in general is such a beast. And then you have like something like religion, which if we think about like the established religions of the world, how in depth they are, and then creating your own.
Also because just how similar all of our religions are in our own world, even though they are different in ways, their stories are very similar. Yeah. So it's like, my worry is that someone will read this and think, oh, this is definitely that religion. Kind of how you just know that J.R. Tolkien is a Catholic.
Yes. Or
no, C.S. Lewis is a Protestant. Because
I'm just gonna say that one.
Yeah, it's so obvious. There was or like, did you ever watch Lost?
It's so strange because I was just talking about Lost the other day, because I think I watched up to maybe season 4 when I was young, because I was watching it live, and then I quit, but I have watched a few seasons.
I watched the whole thing in 2 months.
Good for you.
That was a journey, but the whole time I was like, man, like this just sounds a lot like Catholic school teachings. And then it came out later that like once it was all out, that the creator of it, J.J. Abrams, is Catholic, and he based it after like Catholic teachings. I was like, yeah, I don't want anything to be obvious.
Yeah. So hey, this is why we're drafting and we're not published yet, right?
Exactly.
So, all right. Well, if anyone has joined us, let us know down below what you guys are working on during the sprint, and do we want to just jump into it and start?
Sure. Oh, yes.
Please don't knock anything over.
Nothing will fall. It's just such a unsturdy desk.
Yeah, it's okay, because I've done that many times too, because if I'm adjusting, I move a lot and then everything just rattles. So
yeah, and this is one of those spinny chairs. So it's like, what is the point of this?
Yeah. So, all right, what time were you thinking? Do we want to get a fun time? Do we want to do a normal like 15-minute sprint?
I like long sprints, so I don't really care. However you want to start.
All right. We have someone joining us. Yay! Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
What are you working on, Nicole? You can let us know. I know the comments have a delay, but we'll get back. So let's see. Do we want? I like a mixture of like long and short. So do we want to do like 20 to start?
Oh yes. Wait. What do you consider long?
30 to 35.
Okay, nice. I like that. Okay, so
we'll like ease into it by a 20, and then we'll do maybe a longer one.
Oh, hi, Michaela.
Hi, Michaela. Thanks for joining us. So, all right. So 20 good then? Is that
like? Oh no, 20's great, man. I'm excited.
I'm just like thinking. I'm like, for me, like my golden is like 15 to 20 minutes, but when I get in the flow, 30 to 35 can easily like work for me.
Yeah, I feel like you have to start at like 15 or 20 because then it gets you it gets the fish biting.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know about the saying, but it's something like that.
Yeah, I think I know. Yeah, you're just like that imagination, that creativity starts flowing, right?
Yeah. So I'm just setting up my thing and then I'm ready to go.
And Nicole was working on a 10-minute sprint challenge. So that's exciting. So, I mean, technically, I guess you're going to get 2 sprints in what we're doing, but best of luck to you, Nicole.
Oh.
And all right, let me, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. We're getting there.
Okay. Let's see.
There we go.
Oh, and Nicole's also currently doing rewrites for her debut, their debut. And your work in progress goal is already done. Wait, hold on. Let me try reading this again.
Oh. Yes, yeah, you're right. So you already met your camp goal, essentially.
Oh my gosh.
That's
like
amazing.
For the day or for the whole month?
When I was earlier, I was watching Autumn and Helene do their sprints this morning at 7:30 on the East Coast, and both of them hit their camp goals today. So Autumn is like a first-time writer. She's the first time like trying to write a novel, and she only set her goal at 15,000. She surpassed that today. And Helene's goal was to edit her entire novel, and she hit that too. So they're wild.
I need that. I need that. Like, I feel it's like that newbie excitement that just like adrenaline.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Buonomo? Is that how you pronounce it?
It's actually Barb.
Oh.
No, I actually know her.
Oh.
I know her. Hi, Barb.
Oh my gosh.
Throws you off with that name.
I love that name, Barb, though. Like, you just don't hear it anymore.
No. It's very classic. Like, it sounds very regal.
Or Stranger Things-esque.
Yes, of course. Also, okay, so she only hit her goal for the day. All right, so we're not crazy.
Okay, man.
That's awesome, though. I haven't started writing today at all, so I'm gonna hopefully. I guess I really don't have a day goal though, because I've already surpassed the word counts that I needed if I was trying to make a word count every single day. So, because I was getting like every day I wrote, I was getting like 2,000 words a day.
Got it. See, I'm definitely behind because I've set mine up of like different sections I need to complete a week. And this week is religion and the magic system. The magic system I haven't even touched yet. And the religion is only like halfway done. And the end of my week is Sunday, unlike you Saturday folks. But
listen, I like my calendar structure. And until someone sends me a Monday starting date, Sunday is when the week starts.
It will change your life to have your weekend days together.
It might. So we'll see. So better days are here. Hi, you were in Autumn's stream, so thank you for coming over to mine today. And yes, so Barb confirmed. I hit my original camp goal yesterday, but on the 5th, that's amazing. So you're doing great. And I mean, it's 10 days in, so we still have a lot of time. Oh, that's smart. I appreciate that, because I definitely think I know I get in my head about certain goals, so I do the same thing where like I'll obsess with them. That's why like for a while I almost got rid of my Fitbit because I was getting a little too obsessive.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, I'm not gonna say like because I also am working on like 3 projects. So I mean, I feel you. I definitely need to stay sane. But my primary one for camp is my contemporary novel.
Yeah, I need to get on this 3 projects at once train because I literally have 3 projects I want to work on.
We can get you there. I started writing a new poem today too. Like, I don't know. It's just been a really creative month so far for me.
Yeah, okay. You need to teach me your ways.
I will.
My theory is if I have everything outlined for all 3 stories, then I'd be able to switch back and forth.
Makes sense.
Which is why I'm doing this for this month.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah, let's get the sprint going so we can actually make it work. All right. So we are going to be sprinting. Happy sprinting, everyone. We're going to do about 20 minutes. And where'd my thing go? There it is. All right. Good luck.
Okay.
Okay, so our first 20 minutes is done.
Oh, wait, we have a lot of new people. Okay.
So, let's see. So to catch up,
Hi, Lauren.
So I know Nicole from our last conversation was just saying that, you know, if her brain says enough, then they're done. I totally think that's probably the best way to do it. Barb didn't know she can start a project at any point, so she actually said that she's working on a new novel. Yay, Barb!
Oh my gosh. I love that. Just like I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Because I know you can start a new project, but I don't have that tenacity. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's right. Obviously, Lauren. Hi, Lauren. No worries about being late. I'm always late to every stream that's not my own.
Yeah, same. My phone never notifies me. Like I always set a reminder, and then it notifies me once it's done.
No. Yeah, mine is pretty bad at that too. Or like it'll do it like after it's started. But for me, like I just know that like I know when it's gonna start. And then I'll start something in my house like 5 to 10 minutes beforehand. And it'll like take me over. And I'm like, why do I do this? I should just sit down and get ready.
Yeah, see, it's confusing with the time differences for me. Yeah. Because I'm like, I'm just going to wait for the reminder. Because no one's on the West Coast.
True. So, hi, Kate. So Kate is always in Autumn's streams as well. So I'm so happy you're here.
Nice to meet you.
Hatch Worthless, wondering if there's still a few more sprints. Oh my god, that was our first one, so we definitely are. So welcome.
There's many more to come.
Yeah, I'm so happy you're here. Thanks for finding our stream. And someone else. Yes. Good job, Lauren. Thank you for your, be on top of things. Let's see.
Lauren's always on top of things.
458 words. Awesome. I didn't tally up mine, so I'll get there. And Megan McCarthy. Oh, she's stealing your name over here.
Oh my gosh, Megan. Hi. Are we related?
But 239 words. Hey, joining late though. You still got something down. All right, let's see how I did. You could start. I mean, I know you're not tracking words. I don't think so.
I'm tracking how many like ticks I can take off my list. Hold on. I actually got on. So my issue is that I'm using Campfire.
Okay.
And I'm totally new to Campfire. I have really no idea what I'm doing. But they have like a section where it's like the religion. But I didn't know how to create subs of the same religion because obviously different areas are going to go about it differently. And I discovered that there's a philosophy section. Ooh. So I'm having a field day going in depth with something that is probably taking up too much of my time.
Yeah. I will definitely say, like, from what I hear, Campfire is probably going to be wonderful for you because it's like a planner's paradise.
Yes. It's actually really great. The only thing that isn't is that I don't understand it yet. But once I get something, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. It takes a while. It's like Scrivener.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, but it's just, instead of like writing, it's more of just planning, right?
Yeah, but you also can decide like how, like what you want in each section and how to set it up, which is great. It's just a little bit overwhelming right now.
I'm sure once you get it, you're gonna rock it.
Exactly. Oh wait, no, I think we already saw what Michaela just said. Wait, did we? No. No. Okay, yeah.
Hey, research is still productive. So either way.
Honestly, like the 200s. I mean, I'm a slow typer, so I'm just impressed with any in like the hundreds.
Yeah, I did 564. So it's lower. I'm over here like, man, like I'm doing so poorly that one.
He just like, but I did like this, like 1, 2, 3, one finger.
I've had I've worked for 6 years in like social work and therapy where we have to type everything. So like
True.
I've just been between college and school, and we had to take like computer classes. I think you were homeschooled, right?
For 6 of the years. So
Okay.
it was halfway through 6th grade till end of junior year.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I think in like 5th grade for me, we actually had like a typing course we had to take.
So in 6th grade, when I was in public school, we did have a typing course.
Okay.
But my mom, so where I lived, no one was really sure if we trusted the internet yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like half of the people were like, yes, this is great. And then the other half were like, I don't know, is the government spying on us? So my mom gave me a note to pull me out of computer class because she just like didn't know. But with my other siblings, like, oh no, they know it all.
Because you were the guinea pig, so yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Because my mom was a teacher and she saw what the internet was doing to her kids' reading levels. So she was like, no, it's bad.
Gotcha. Guess who joined that? And Barb did 360. That's really good considering you wrote that in 7 minutes. Like, dang.
Yeah, all of you guys are just...
So, all right. I don't know. Obviously, I know the comments have a small delay, but at least on my end, I think we caught up. So do we want to hit another sprint?
I'm like on a roll with this philosophy thing. Like it just made me really excited once I figured out this app.
I could definitely see that. All right.
I actually like this too, by the way, just so you know.
What do you like?
I think you would like Campfire.
Oh, I mean, maybe. There is a part of me that really likes organization. So I think it's more so I like things being concise.
Mm-hmm.
When I have multiple like documents or like programs, it like makes me kind of mad. I just want everything to be one place.
Yeah, I mean that was the only issue that I was originally have with it. But I like is that it's asked me questions that I didn't even think of. Like for the religion, it says, "What's your statistic of people in your world that believe this religion?" And I'm like, I would have never thought that's important, but that kind of is.
It kind of is, yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So okay, maybe there's a free version. We had this conversation on like Autumn's stream. It might have been the one that I was in actually on Wednesday morning or a different one, but we were talking about Campfire and stuff like that. And I'm like, none of us knew what actually went into it.
I'll show you screenshots later.
Okay, perfect. All right. So what time do we want to sprint for this one? What does our consensus, our viewers say? What length? Do we want to do short, which is like 15 minutes, or do we want to do long, 20 to 25, or do we want to do extra long, like 30 to 35?
All are good.
All benefits in different ways.
So I mean, I'm always, I want to see what other people say.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
It's like, I wish I could start. I mean, I probably could start playing the Jeopardy music, but.
That is, I mean, it would be fun.
Yeah. I could
sing it, but that would be bad.
Agreed. I need to remember that, like, right, like when we're ending a conversation, we have to like ask ahead of time, like,
yes.
Like, okay, tell us and we'll finish this conversation. All right, so we got 2 people to say about 20 or 25. So want to do like 22?
Oh yeah, let's do a weird number. I mean, it's not a weird number. That was so like, I'm sorry, 22. It's a Taylor Swift number.
It is. I remember like I was not like a huge Taylor Swift fan until like she turned fully to pop. But like that song in particular, like I blasted it when I turned 22.
I was such a huge Taylor Swift fan.
One of the surprised me.
She was just tall, and that was what made me like her because there weren't many tall singers, at least during that time.
Yeah.
And I had a crush on my best friend when I was like 16 or 14, whenever Teardrops on My Guitar came out. So I learned the whole thing on my guitar, and I played it for him. I didn't say that I liked, but I was just like, oh look, I just learned this song, hoping like
it would like get into his head.
it was so embarrassing. Afterwards, he told me how he had a crush on our other friends.
Of course.
So it was a great moment in my life.
He's definitely the reasons for those teardrops.
And he never figured out that what I was doing with the guitar though, so I guess that was good.
Okay. Well, on that note then.
Yeah.
Let's get into sprinting. Oh, I didn't mean that. There we go.
Ooh, I like 22, 33.
Yeah, we're going to make it fancy. So, all right. Good luck, everyone, for this one as well. A Swiftie here. So you got a couple more fans in the comments.
That's good.
All right. Good luck, guys. Okay. And we're back.
Oh, hi, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. I'm like, my Google Docs is taking its time now because it's hitting its peak of what's capable of functioning at a normal rate. So I will highlight the comments in a second. Okay, so I love this. It's like, hopefully he never finds this. But what if he does?
I'm like, I mean, I don't know.
Then it's your next book.
No, he doesn't deserve that.
But Nicole, congratulations. I'm so glad you finished your challenge for the day and that we could be a part of it.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, hi, Sylvia. I felt so bad because I like popped in for maybe like 5 minutes of Sylvia's live stream, but I had to do my own paperwork this morning. So for work. So I did that. And then after, when I was going to get ready to do hers, I ended up having a phone call, and then I was like on the phone and trying to do like all my house stuff. And then I just got caught up, and I'm like, I completely forgot to go back and join.
Yeah. If anyone is not on the West Coast, or if you're on the West Coast and you just like waking up ridiculously early, check out Sylvia's live streams. Sylvia, you should like I think it's at 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, right? Right? Hopefully she'll put it there, but no.
Yeah, because she's 8 a.m. and so it was 10 a.m. on the East Coast. So Eastern Standard Time, she was 10 a.m. for me.
Oh, so that means it's 7 a.m. for me. So that is my like
just waking up.
Yeah, just waking up, just barely functioning, and the cat's meowing in my ear.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Hatch got 363. Good job. God. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lauren. That sounds awful.
Oh, that's the worst. Oh my gosh. Oh, what's that thing they always tell you to take for heartburn? Oh my gosh, it's my cousin McCarthy.
She's gonna be like, she's never coming back to this live stream.
She hasn't responded at all to those comments.
But that's good job, Megan. I'm so glad that you were able to be productive. I do have my word count. I wrote 710 this time. So we're back to my average.
You know, the funny thing is I do actually have a lot of cousins named Megan McCarthy.
Okay, that's funny. My maiden name was extremely popular. Mm-hmm. So every time like I would see like my name, I'm like, I know we're not related, but what if?
Well, I remember it was like early Facebook days, and there was someone who looked up their name on Facebook, found it was a woman, and found a guy with the same name, and they ended up getting married. Like, she just messaged and be like, hey, we have the same name. Isn't that so funny? And then turns out they were soulmates.
That's amazing.
And I did the same thing. And through doing that, I found like a long lost cousin. Like, so
it's possible.
All McCarthys.
Yeah. Barb killed it as well, 726. Good job, Barb.
Okay.
I have competition now. Thank you very much, Lauren. I appreciate it. Yeah, okay, so she confirmed it's 8 a.m.
It is 8 a.m.
So
yes.
Well, thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it. Megan finally responded.
You know, to be fair, I mean, the McCarthy side of my family, like I said, we keep finding long lost cousins because I don't know, the Depression like really like split us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely like, I always wonder if, I mean, I have to have family that's still like in Europe because I'm trying to think, my great grandmother was born here, but her parents, like she was born in like 1912 and her parents had just come over from Wales. So like it wasn't that long ago in theory. So like I still have to have family over there. I just don't know anyone.
I know that my McCarthy family came over, like they went through Pennsylvania, but they like created their same town in Ireland in Wisconsin.
Of course.
So I once went to the town's reunion, which was weird to know that we're all somehow related. But then my dad's side, because that's my mom's side, and then dad's Irish side went to England. I don't know, like we're all like Irish.
Yeah, I mean, I look at my hair and my like blue eyes, but like my hair is fake, really. I mean, I have roots coming in. It actually doesn't look too bad on camera. I'm impressed, but
yeah, I never notice it. Like it looks like natural.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. It is technically dyed. My roots, I mean, I'm blonde, but my roots are darker.
Yeah,
it's a darker blonde.
But if you're Welsh, like that's the true Britain. So that is that
succeeding.
There, or did it come from the Vikings? Because I'm trying to learn about England because I'm a citizen, even though I don't sound it. And it's like, wait, what are we? Like, are we Normans? Are we Vikings?
Or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I wish I had like more connections that I could like look into this. And I'm sure if I wanted to, I could probably find something, but
genealogy.com or Ancestry. There's this really great TV show. It was originally an English show, and then they made an American show called Who Do You Think You Are? Or something like that.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
And they do it with celebrities. And my mom loves genealogy, and she would watch that show, and through them researching for the celebrities, she was able to find stuff for our own families.
That's wild.
Not because we're related, but because of they showed how they looked up stuff in certain countries and how they were able to find documents.
That's crazy. But I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, or you just go to the Ancestry sector of Friends of Latter-day Saints in Utah. Because they have the biggest genealogy thing in the world.
Oh, okay. So I'll have to like keep this in mind when I like get a bug to look this stuff up.
There you go.
Super interesting. I mean, just like history, like personal history, I just think is so fascinating in general.
Yes. I love it.
So, all right. Well, I know we did the same thing, but I mean, I'm going to ask you how you did, but for everyone that's still watching, someone throw out a number for our next sprint. Throw out whatever the heck you want between 15 and 30. Yes, agreed. Oh, and Hatch is from the UK too. That's very exciting.
I know, I'm seeing that. Yeah, I just don't have an accent. I was talking to Diane about this actually, that when I'm around like my dad who still has his accent, I get an accent. But when I talk to Americans, I get an American accent, but I don't notice it. So
wait, there's a thing for this. Is it called like a code switch or code switching? Where like you, depending on who you talk to, like it's a thing.
Yeah, but it's not like, for instance, I am not like Russian, so I won't get a Russian accent when I talk to a Russian. It's
but just for like your family.
Yeah, because I was raised in a British American household. So when I was a kid, if you look at home videos, I speak very much the Yorkshire dialect. And that sounds very different from a Californian dialect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called, but my sister
I think it's called code switching. I'm going to Google it. Hold on.
Oh, Hatch has it too. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, so code switching, okay, so it's not quite the same. Oh, okay. But it's basically alternating between two or more languages or varieties of language in conversation. So I think it's something similar to like the accents though too, like where either you're combining different things or you're speaking in a certain way.
The Yorkshire, I mean, it is a different dialect, but I'm pretty sure if Hatch knows much about it, it's like its own language.
Yeah.
Like whenever my dad talks, none of my friends can understand him.
I love it. One day I'm going to have to talk to your dad and just like listen.
Okay, I'll send you videos of the Yorkshire accent.
Perfect.
And you'll be like, what?
Yep. All right. So Barb likes the 20 to 25.
Okay, I like it too.
Yeah, and Barb also lived in the UK for 3 years.
Oh my gosh, where?
So, all right. So while we're doing that, how did you do with your outlining that time?
Oh my gosh, really well. I mean, I can't tick anything off, but I've reached the point where I'm really enjoying this. So I don't need it anymore.
Okay, so we started this stream like an hour ago, and you were like, I hate everything. And now you're like, I love it now.
I think I'm finally understanding Campfire. Good. And before I was doing it just on on a normal document, and it was just, I kept losing everything and making so many other pages. So now it's organized and I understand it. How about you?
For me, like I said, I got about 716. I believe that was what my total was. And I'm almost at the end of this chapter because she's in, she's conveying why she tried to kill herself, essentially. So she's just kind of sharing her story about just how why she felt this way and why everything was kind of accumulating. And it has to do with her asexuality as well. So, it's all coming together.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm almost done with this chapter when she's done. And then really, I think I have 2 chapters left to write because she's getting discharged in the next chapter, essentially. Her hospital stay is over. And then the next chapter, I think, is the epilogue, which is wild.
Oh, man, I'm really excited to read this.
Yes. You're welcome to be my beta reader.
I'm also
I critique
part. Sad for the character, but I'm also excited to read their story.
It's a hopeful story, okay? I mean, it's Project Hope for a reason.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So wait, you guys are, I mean, I know there's this whole debate whether or not Lincolnshire is northern, but I think it is. So I'm from West Yorkshire, right outside of Leeds.
Cool. And then Lakenheath. I don't know where that is. I mean, I don't know these places.
So Lincolnshire is kind of by Sheffield a bit.
Gotcha.
Wait, yeah, Sheffield, right? Yes, it's by Sheffield. Oh, I know where some of the bases are.
Oh, Barb said Lakenheath?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. now she's second guessing.
It says Lakenheath is by Cambridge, in between Cambridge and Norwich.
So she's a 1 hour away for London, so that's probably accurate, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know much about the South. I'm sorry. I never went there. But there is this one place in the South that I went to quite a bit, which was Richmond Park, and there's just all these feral deer.
Ooh.
It's so beautiful, and there's this really funny YouTube video it's a beautiful video of the deer at Richmond Park, and then out of nowhere this dog comes just chasing them.
Oh my god.
And it went viral in 2012.
That's what we'll do after this as our word. Watch the dog chasing the deer.
Yeah, because it ruins such a serene moment.
Yeah, of course. My totally off topic of writing, but my husband's friend, they have he owns a golf course, and it's somewhere on his property of the golf course. There was just these 5 fawns, just they were playing with each other and having the best life that they could possibly live. And I mean, he was very, very close to them, just videotaping them. And they were just playing and tackling each other. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. There was no mom in sight. I don't know where the mom was.
Oh.
But he didn't scare them. They eventually, the one started coming close to him and then second guessed it and then took off, and the others followed. So they were cute though.
Oh. I love deer. I mean, supposedly there are deer here. I just don't see them anywhere.
There's a lot of deer up in Pennsylvania.
I know. I mean, Pennsylvania, I just have such a romantic view of it mixed with vampires, but I've already told you that.
Yeah. I mean, hey, other than like the people, like there's like you have two people in Pennsylvania, I'm pretty sure. You have the people who like love it and are diehard, and you have the people who complain about living in Pennsylvania but don't move.
Wait, why would you complain about living in Pennsylvania?
Because there's a lot of them, especially where I live. There's like everyone's just like they talk trash about like where they live, but it's like you have two options: you make it the most or you move away. I don't know what's so hard about that.
I think it's Pennsylvania. There is a town where there has been a fire going for like hundreds of years underneath.
Centralia.
Yeah. Do you live near there?
No. I think I might live 3 hours away.
Okay. I'm just wondering, like, is it hot there always?
No. So it's really not, it's not like a fire as you would like think, like this inferno that's always blazing. But down in the mines, it used to be a mining town, and it eventually the mines, like the coal, did catch fire. So like at once it was pretty much a blaze, but like it's just kind of like this like steady ember kind of deal. Like it's not like that you're gonna walk into a fire. But occasionally, depending on like the days or whatever, like you could see like the smoke kind of rising through the cracks. But the town it's abandoned completely. But from the people I know, because a lot of my friends have traveled there because it's a big tourist attraction, essentially. But there's like it's private property now. And my one friend said that they were like walking around and like someone was like cocking weapons, but they couldn't find anyone. And then like they heard a shot and it actually shattered like glass that they were by. So they like just left. Like they were like, we don't want to die here.
I just think that is a great story. I mean, it's awful for the people who did live there and they had to move. But like whenever I hear about it, I'm just like, oh, that is such a good dystopian novel.
You know the video game or the movie Silent Hill?
I'm sorry.
Well, it's a horror. So it's a horror both. It was a horror video game, and then eventually they made it into a movie. But that entire video game franchise is based off of Centralia.
Also, Centralia sounds like a vampire would live there. Like,
so go watch like a clip of like the movie or the game or something after this, and you'll get just a feel of like why people kind of romanticize it a little bit, because it's a creepy, interesting town.
It is. Oh, and then to like my two new British friends, yes, it is a small world, and we should be friends.
I don't know that musical.
Fun Home? What is it?
So I'm wondering if it's like a smaller, like off Broadway or something like that. I'm gonna have to look it up now because now I
feel like I know a song from it.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know why. Well, it's a recent one. So in 2013. Well, that was the first performance.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
It's about sexuality.
Yeah, I was about to say. Wait.
Now we're this is the stream. Now we're just like looking up this musical.
You know, we're learning about all the different places in England, musicals, towns being on fire. It's great.
I'm gonna have to look it up. So thank you for that. Definitely interested to see. It was on Broadway. Okay. This is how I'm really bad with Broadway. Because like unless like it's getting a lot of hype like Hamilton, I don't know it a lot. But I just found out that there was a Harry Potter one called I can't remember the name, but it was all about Hufflepuffs. And I'm like,
wait, like a Harry Potter musical?
No, it was actually on Broadway. It was like a Hufflepuff, like it was a fan made non-canon Harry Potter musical that was all about the Hufflepuff house and like being a Hufflepuff. And I'm like, now I can't remember what it was. I'll look it up.
I was really good with Broadway up until 2012. That was when I dropped off.
Thank you.
There we go.
It's called Puffs. I think there's actually like a longer name that is attached to it, but Puffs is the thing. And it was like, now I can't remember because my goal, I think it was back in June, like you were able to like buy it to stream for like $5. And then I forgot it. This is how bad I am with watching things. I cannot like remember to actually do the things I want. Watch the things I want to watch.
But you did find it. So you are good at finding things.
Yes. So, all right. Well, should we go back to sprinting?
Yeah. I think Barb, right? Not Bilana, which I mean, want to call you that. It's a great name too.
Tolerate,
like 20 to 25 minutes.
Sure. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take a quick break for this one too. So I'll take a break, come back, we'll figure out what we do. But everyone else, you know, best of luck with sprinting, and yeah, we'll go for it. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, hi guys. Hudson she messaged me privately. She had to take a break real quick and handle something, so she will be back. But hi for all those remaining. How did we all do in this last sprint? I'm gonna tally mine up and we will see. Oh, Google Docs. Does anyone else use Google Docs and absolutely hate it? Because I definitely think I have to get Scrivener after this. Can't deal with it anymore. All right, so I don't understand how I actually wrote this much because it doesn't seem like I wrote anything, but I apparently did 727 words that sprint. So yeah, I mean, we're pretty consistent, I think, in the 20-minute mark. And that was including a break. I definitely thought I was going to get maybe like 400 to 500. Good job. That's impressive. See, so this is the thing with Google Docs. When you, and I've heard this from multiple people, but once you get to a certain point, because it's great when you're starting out or you're writing short stories, when you get to a certain like thousands, and like I'm going to say probably like approaching the 50,000, because at this point, I just broke 50,000. Woo! But when you get, like, I started approaching about 45,000 words in my Google Doc, it just slows down completely and it takes forever to like load and catch up. There's a lot of problems with that. So that's why I'm hating it right now. But earlier, like leading up to the 45,000 mark, I was fine. And now that I hit 50,000, it's just like, please stop writing. Stop it right now. 467, that's really good. And some chores. That's awesome. So you were just productive on both ends. Honestly, I'm really impressed by the chores part because like 467 words is a decent amount. And then having chores on top of it. Good job, Megan. Hey, we all have, you know, to have other obligations sometimes. But 178 is more than we started. So I actually forgot that. Does anyone else use the Camp Nano website? Because my goal was to try to update it as I was sprinting so that I would be able to keep my words on target, but I keep forgetting it. I hate the NaNoWriMo website so much with a passion. So yeah. I'm thinking, I mean, I'm going to wait till Hudson comes back, but I'm thinking because we're about the 2-hour mark at this point, I'm going to see if maybe she wants to do one more and then kind of go from there. I don't know what she's going to want to do. What are you guys thinking? Oh, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I actually, like, I feel like I should include, like, my nano information in my description because I know other people do, but I just hate it so much that I don't like using it. And
I'm back. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm getting used to this, that like I don't have to like put your empty chair in the window. I can just like use me, and it's just I'm gonna be a streaming pro after this.
I'm so proud of you. I cannot wait.
Oh, let me actually stop my banner. That's the one thing I keep forgetting. That I'm getting used to the banner too. Like stopping.
Yeah, I've only hosted once, but the banners, man, that was hard. And then remembering to mute with the banners. Oh gosh, I just ran. I'm out of breath.
Are we okay now?
Yes.
Good. Yes, that's the one thing I like. However, I believe you can you track your progress on Campfire, Hudson? Do you know?
I need to check that because that is, I don't know yet.
Because I think you can do it in Scrivener. I'm not sure if it's as nice as the NaNoWriMo website. Because the NaNoWriMo website did update their stats page, and it looks very aesthetically pleasing now.
Oh, maybe I'll do it then. Yeah, because on Scrivener, what I like about it is you can see how many words you've done throughout all your projects in one day.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
let's say if I was like, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to start keeping track of how much I write a day. I can look back since I've had it.
Yeah. Barb, you're working and sneaking in some writing time. I love it. So what I was saying before you came back, Hudson, and I was thinking because we're about the 2-hour mark, so maybe we should do one more and see how far that goes. And then maybe call it as far as the stream goes.
Okay, yeah. I'm like really loving this right now. So
I'm glad. All right. Actually, and let me just see if I can pull up, if I can show the stats page. I have to, okay. So I think I can.
Oh, you're here to join? Please don't drink out of my smoothie cup.
Yeah, so there's the page.
Oh.
So I do like how they updated this now. So like it has your total words, how many words they need today, which I obviously surpassed that now because I've had two times over 700 and one over 500. So we're over that.
Look at your thing. It's just like, it looks like a worm just flying through the air.
It does. That's the one thing I was complaining about on Twitter was that I hate that you can't start with with already having words. Like you can't say I'm at 30-some thousand words and I want to get to 60,000. So like the only choice I had was either to make my goal 60,000 and put in the 30-some thousand I already had when I started, or to do like a goal of 30 and then only update for what I wrote. And I thought that was going to be more difficult.
Well, what I did for NaNoWriMo, because I think I had 25,000 words already written, I just like I wrote on a separate Post-it how many words I'd already written. And then I didn't add it to the campsite. Just every time I finished writing for the day, I'd minus that from my count and that, because I don't know why that sounded easier at the time.
I get you. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to figure out about the campfire. But if someone else, it might be Katie Wismer, or she's also Kate's Book Date on YouTube. She uses a program because I know, and I remember, I don't remember what it's called now, but she uses something else that's.
No, she uses Campfire.
Oh, does she use Campfire? Okay.
Yeah, she's when I bought Campfire, they first of all, the Nano website gives you a discount.
Yes.
So that's what I used. But then it was like, oh, who did you hear this from? And if you click YouTube, it shows their main affiliates.
Cool.
And she was one. Yeah, and there was like a bunch of YouTubers that I saw. So I was like, oh, okay.
That's pretty cool. And then I'm trying to think. I think it was her. Maybe there was what's the other big one? The book Haley in Bookland. She's like a pretty big booktuber, but I know she got an agent with her book maybe last year, and maybe it was her. They were saying something, and it could have been Campfire, but they were specifically saying that they were doing a goals and tracking stats. And if it wasn't Campfire, it was something else, and so that might be an alternative to Nano. I will have to figure out.
Yes, please do. That sounds interesting. Yeah, because there were 2 different ones for this. There was Campfire and another one. And I ended up choosing this one mainly because it was a one-time payment, and the other one was a monthly payment. And I was like, ooh, no thank you.
Yeah, so I'll have to figure it out. But I know Campfire has been picking up some steam. So I feel like it wasn't that one because I feel like it wasn't as popular. But now I can't remember. It makes me so mad.
I know that, what's his name? Sorry, my arm just got stuck to the chair. I really, really like his YouTube channel. He posts a video every day. So I should just look up my subscriptions.
Yeah, I guess I'm please tell me because I'm definitely interested. And while she's doing that, someone pick a time, our last sprint time.
Daniel Green.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I'm subscribed to him, but I've watched quite a few of his videos because he has interesting discussions.
Yeah, he's he is a fantasy news reporter. I think is the best because he's writing a fantasy book, but he also reads all the fantasy books. But he's also one of the people who uses it.
Bye, Barb. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, bye, Barb. It was so nice getting to know you. Oh my gosh.
So is he published yet, Daniel Green?
No, I don't think so. Okay. From what I understand, he's still working on it, but he likes the high fantasies, like the ones with the big worlds and the governments and all that stuff. So, and it was weird. I mean, it's also a very interesting topic that I've been kind of noodling on. I hate that term. Henry says it all the time, but noodling on, which is like, depending on what type of genre you write, it's like totally acceptable to take X amount of time.
Oh.
I don't know. I've just noticed that romance writers tend to write rather quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But like high fantasy novels take like 10 years, those authors, to write one book.
Yeah, no, so just comparing my current fantasy. Now, granted, there was a lot of hurdles in there and we were 2 people.
Yeah.
But literally has been taking us 10 years. And like, if everything worked out like very well, if we got an agent and we published that, we technically have 2 rough drafts of books 2 and 3 already because of how much we worked on this book and kept splitting it. So
I feel like that's so normal. Like every high fantasy author that I've at least like read interviews of have always said, yeah, it just took forever. But like once I got the world down and all that stuff, it went very quickly. And it's hard when you have friends who write different genres, even though I love it for other reasons. But the hard part is like, oh yeah, I like wrote 3 books this year. And I'm like,
what?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, like with this contemporary novel, like I'm flying through it. Cause I don't know if you were here on the break, but I just broke 50,000 words.
What? No, I was not. I was getting my tea and
yeah, so I just broke 50,000 words, but like it's just wild because in like, and it's under 10 days because I haven't written every single day. So in under 10 days, I've written 20,000 words.
That's incredible. Yeah. See, I just feel like, but I mean, it also just shows how knowledgeable you are in the topic that you're writing to have that confidence.
I mean, I know I'm going to have to go back because the one thing when I fast draft, not that I necessarily show or not that I tell a lot, but I like heavy dialogue load it. And then I kind of have to go back and set the scene. So like, I know I am going to have to like edit and kind of build up some of more of the atmosphere, but I think the dialogue, and I'm very comfortable with the dialogue, I think that's going to be pretty solid.
I hope. That's how I draft too, because I get really stuck on finding the perfect word to describe something. And I know that. So when I draft, I tell everything. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, no, I'll never progress with the story.
Yeah, no, and that's from experience. Mm-hmm. Back when we were co-writing and we were first co-writing, that was a huge problem because both of us, me and my co-writer, Caitlin, we would just get so hung up on the stupidest things. And we would sit there for like hours just debating on like, should we use this word or that word? So it took forever.
Yeah.
Hi, and thank you. I just did, this last sprint, I broke 50,000 and I'm almost done with this chapter and I have 2 chapters to go. Yay.
But yeah, that's why I'm nervous for when you get like finally, because you will be like critique beta reading for me. And I'm like, ugh. And you know, like when you go over something, you always skip over the stuff you need to change. Somehow you miss it. And then your beta or critique partner reads it and they're like, are you stupid?
Yeah. I remember this one specific scene in my co-written book. It was on a subway. It's basically a subway. It's like a fantasy version of the subway. And we were trying to describe like how cramped it was and that like one door would open to let passengers off and the other door would open to let them on. So only one door at a time would be opening so that you continuously had like this flow of people. Mm-hmm. But like that scene took so long to write because we just kept screwing it all up. Like we would confuse ourselves and be like, wait, we said at this station they were getting on, so this one they would get off, but we just messed that up. Like it was just a mess. So like it took us like I think 3 beta readers pointed out that was really confusing at one point.
I feel like action description is the most confusing to write.
Yeah.
Like I am trying to write, well, not right now, but there's a lot of like sword fighting scenes, and I'm like, okay, how do I have different varieties here? So I'm not writing the same fight scene, but also we know what's happening.
Yes. No, I hear that. It was fun. Like for some action scenes, like it's nice to know people who can like do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you can be like, oh, like how would you do this and describe it to me? And then it's like, okay. And then you kind of put your own flair on it.
In high school, I took this class called Origins and Sources when I first started writing a version of this story, and our teacher brought swords to class.
That's awesome.
He could teach us how to stand properly and like how to do certain things, so that way we could make the scene more realistic.
Amazing.
But now I'm looking back, going like, he definitely did not tell the school board that he was bringing real swords to class.
Oh, I was just gonna say though, like when you're thinking about it, like that's probably a felony to bring like a weapon onto a college campus or a school campus.
It was a high school campus.
Even better.
He was definitely someone who was like, he had enough credibility under his name where no one really questioned him because he was kind of a big deal in the writing world.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he even knew the rules. I mean, his wife once offered me a cigarette.
Oh my God.
Like they were a party. They were really nice people.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, maybe we should sprint and get our last sprint in for the day.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So I don't think anyone actually said a specific time, but I am really feeling the 20-minute, and I think like if in 20 minutes I can finish this chapter. So
yeah, I agree. Well, I'm not going to finish a chapter, but I agree that you will.
Thank you. I mean, hey, you've been making great progress too, so who knows?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I forgot that my screen was not shared anymore, but here we go. All right. Good luck, everyone, for our last sprint of the day. Well, at least for our session. So, all right. Good luck. feels like too close.
I know. I like this wide one better because I feel like it makes you look less like a giant. I like to lean forward, so.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking, because I'm like a little bit spaced back, so sometimes for me, like it still fits how like I am, but for other people, then it's like you have like whatever, either like you're really big and like it looks like you said a giant in like your screen, or like it cuts you off. It's just weird.
Yeah.
So how did we do?
Pretty good. While we wait for answers to come in, I feel like I've reached that point where by the end of the day, I should have almost everything answered for the religion.
Yeah, that's big though.
Magic system, I don't know. How about you?
So that one I only did 363 words, but I did finish that chapter. I like started. Yeah, I started to do kind of, I think this is going to be my final chapter and then the epilogue, because like we just got the big breakthrough. I definitely like, I know I'm going to have to like re-edit a lot of this just because like, I think I'm going to have to weave things in a little bit better because like, I feel like right now it could seem like, because obviously it's a zero draft, it could seem like this whole plot comes out of nowhere. So I think I'm just going to need to make sure that I'm being consistent as far as like what we're talking about and like what the signs were as she's kind of telling her story throughout the book. So,
how many chapters is it?
Right now, so if this is going to be my last chapter, it's 22 with one epilogue.
Oh, wow.
So I feel like for a contemporary, I don't think that's bad.
Yeah, well, it's more of just because I've known how, like how you just said, it's been under like 10 days that you've written like a good chunk of it. I just thought it would be less chapters just because you're just that good. That you figure. Oh my gosh, I'm just impressed.
Thank you. I mean, I've definitely, like I said, on other streams, I've already said this. I'm impressed with myself, and I feel like I'm going to set myself up for failure because we're gonna like come to like Nano in November, and I'm gonna be like so slow and so disorganized.
I don't know. To me, I feel like July's camps are always the most successful, even though I did win last November, the only time I've ever won it. That was just because I was drafting. And to me, I'm a fast drafter, but everything else is like, no.
Yeah, and that's kind of, I mean, I think I'm hoping that I'm getting better with editing as I edit my own things, because I'm really great when I have like a partner, because we could just keep talking and bouncing ideas off each other. But with myself, I get distracted. But I think like with writing sprints too, I think I would be a lot more focused editing as well, because I do well when I get to talk about it.
Yeah, like it's weird. I need to write by myself. Like drafting, if I could disappear for a month in the woods, that's my best option. But with editing, I'm finding that I need this. Like, I need people around me be like, oh, why are you on the internet? You're researching things that you can research later.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's see. So Kaylee joined us and she got 205 words in that last sprint, which is awesome. Because I think you came in, it was already like the clock was already counting down. So that's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then Patch got 294, which is amazing. And then Megan got 433. I mean, hey, we're all killing it here.
Oh my gosh. This is so great.
So, yeah. And then you said, so you almost are like, you got your religion pretty much down?
I like now know how to input it, because that was the issue. I already knew it in my head. I just kept getting confused, and I didn't know how to log it because I don't know, like whenever, you know, when you like kind of world build and you like log all the information for later, but then you like lose it and you can't find it.
Yes.
This is really Yeah, this has really helped with it. It just took a while to figure out how it worked. And now it's so simple. I'm like, okay, I'm logging this very quickly. And I'm learning things about it that like were an obvious thing with everything else I decided. But I'm like, oh man, oh, there's so much more meat I can add to my story.
It's always a good feeling though when you're like, here we go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like really excited. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm like so excited. I'm like, I get giddy like listening to other people. So I'm like, yes.
Yeah, same. I think this is why the sprint's working for me because everyone is so impressive with their word counts. I'm like, okay, you cannot.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, I mean, so let's see. I started, let me do some math real quick.
Okay, I'm going to go to my checklist.
Yes, you go to your checklist. All right, I'm going to do math. I need to put my calculator somewhere. Okay,
Okay, everyone look how much you've done all together for the sprints. That will be fun to look at, or maybe it won't be.
Or maybe not. Okay. All right, so in the 2.5 hours, and obviously we've stopped and talked a little bit, I wrote 2,367 words total.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Yeah, I feel like these are my the key to my success is just live sprinting because I have to focus and write. But then I get all my energy out by talking in between, so it's like a perfect combination.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think the talking helps for editing. Drafting though, I don't know. I always tried doing live sprints when I was drafting and I would always just like turn it off because I didn't like when we would stop. Just because when I get into it, I can't stop. But I have like an obsessive writing personality.
I think we've talked about that, so I can see that.
Yeah, turns out that's an INTJ thing. I technically can't check off anything because I've done a little bit of everything where I just need to do one more thing of each thing to check it off.
Oh my God. So you're like almost there.
Yeah, but that's good because I have altogether 8 more check marks and I'll be able to check them all off, I think, by the end of the day.
That's awesome.
For maybe 1.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Still progress. So Hatch said 835 altogether, which is solid. And I don't know if you're like, Hatch didn't say that you, or did you say, I'm so bad, like sometimes with memory, so I apologize, but someone had said that they don't like to set word goals, but Hatch, do you have a world? Oh no, they did say I'm the worst. So you were almost there then. So just if this wasn't live, just pretend all of that just didn't happen. We edited it out. So that's amazing. So you like literally, you could probably do like another 20-minute sprint on your own and be done for the day. That's awesome. Kaylee, I know you joined us for your last sprint, but I appreciate you being here for the time you gave us. Megan is over here being a beast as well.
Oh man.
That's amazing though. And I would totally include that as well. I participated in a live stream this morning, but I did my actual like job work. So I didn't include any of that because I'm not counting words for my job.
Sometimes I wish I could though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we have a similar goal because I mean I already half drafted, but my goal was 60,000 as well. So I don't think I'm actually going to end up getting 60,000 if my story's ending, but I'll probably get pretty close. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like thinking of everyone's like stuff. This is the part of the live stream where it's like there's so much I want to say to each person, and it's like kind of overwhelming. Yeah. Wow, this is great. Thank you all for, man, you guys are so inspirational.
Yes. So absolutely. Thank you guys so much. So I feel like at this point we're already in our, like, we're well over, I was assuming 2 hours. So we're well past that, and that's okay. But we were, okay, so link down below, you will have my next 2 live streams with Autumn Ashley. That's going to be on her channel. So if you guys are interested, you can click those links and set reminders. Monday night, July 13th, is going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that Friday, which is 17th, we are doing 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Never mind.
So Monday. For Hudson, that would... So you could make the Monday night one,
yeah,
Hudson,
no,
but the Friday morning. Yeah.
That's exciting.
But Friday morning will be 4:30 in the morning for you. So that would be so yeah, so if you guys are interested. And then Wednesday night on Hudson's channel, so Wednesday night for me, I guess it would be early evening for you, late afternoon.
Yes, it will be like an early dinner time. So it's 5 p.m. West Coast, Pacific Standard Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, hold up really quick, 1 a.m. for the Brits.
Very courteous.
I if we have any guys live here now, that's what I got from it. But, you know, you got to have it.
I know Barb, when she was watching, she lives in Pennsylvania too now, because she's lived all over the place, but she is actually, we met in college, so that's how I know her.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So
I don't know. I think Hatch might still be in the UK.
Yeah, I'm a bit. So yeah, let us know, Hatch, but I'm pretty sure that is 1 a.m. GMT time, because it's 8 hours if I did my math correctly.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
It would be 5 hours for you.
Yes. We're going to go with it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So no, I will give Bree a link soon, or it will just be on my channel. I'll try to make that today.
Yes, but obviously go, you can support Hudson. You can go follow the links that I have if you want more live streams next week. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much. I think this was really successful. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And thanks, Hudson, for joining me last minute.
Anytime. I loved this.
Yes, it's super productive. But all right, so then I think that's it. So yeah, we'll say goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.